Hi, hi, hi. Welcome to this evening's Daily Divine Scorpio season edition. And I'm excited about this connection. Welcome, welcome, welcome. For those who don't know me, my name is lisalyle, and this is my sacred space here on YouTube. A very warm welcome to those who have been traveling with me for a while. And of course, a welcome home, or a welcome to the beginning of your journey home, to those who are new. So we're going to get right into this. I'm guided tonight. So today's my true Saturday, but I've been off since my Thursday. Hi. So I'm a little discombobulated with days, and I'm really digging the energy of the last couple of days. And yet it's been intense. So I'd like to just ask at this time that I'm a clear and pure channel to bring through messages from Source Divine, loving and kind, here to support the greatest and highest good outcome for humanity, HUE, humanity, at this time. My ears are ringing. So since the True Sunday, I've probably delivered 12 messages, and today doing 5 out in the sunshine. And today's theme, today's strong guidance was to bring through soul messages, some chakra insight. Actually, that was also the message when I did the house event a couple nights ago. And so for all of us this evening, because it's unusual for us to connect in the evening, I'm guided to do the same offering. I lost power at the lake today in the laptop, so wasn't able to do a recorded message. So tonight we're going to do a collective soul message for those gathered here live, and of course those who come and happen upon this replay. I trust that whenever you find this, it will be the perfect moment for you to allow the greater expansion and awakening from within that's really beckoning to you, to all of us, calling us. It's our calling. It's our soul's calling. So, okay. If you would like your opportunity at a free reading, I do a monthly free reading giveaway, and all you need to do is be a subscriber to this channel and comment on any of the content, whether it's live or content that's a decade old. That will get your name into the draw, and the next draw will be October the 30th for Sagittarius season. So let's tune in to the chakra, I guess, that's calling for our attention, the chakra that is either needing attention or the chakra confirmation for you of the chakra that is expanding at this time. And I did this because it really feels the throat. So we'll see. Or the heart. And the third eye, actually all around the throat. So that's really interesting because we got the connection card, universal oneness, love, interconnection, and support. And it's a 26, which is, what is it? It's an 8. We're in a universal 8 year, and it really feels there's something important going on at this time during Scorpio season. And for each of us in our experience, we're really being called to harness our power, to really honor and our truth and our spiritual essence and who we are at the core, our heart. And we are all these really delightful children of light who were born for flight. And we weren't born to live in fright, and yet many of us have. And it feels that there may be some external shenanigans that go on during Scorpio season that are planted or perpetrated to create fright. And we're not here for that. We're here for the flight. And so for the remainder of the Gregorian year 2024 into the Gregorian year of 2025, until we arrive at the true new year, the equinox, the spring in 2025, there is a need for us to really stay focused on the heart, stay focused on being stabilized and feeling revitalized from within, and go, there's this energy of rising above the emotions. And if I were to suggest any crystal for Scorpio season, it would be calcite of any variety, whether it's clear calcite, orange calcite, green calcite, blue calcite, any calcite. And this is what's leading the message that it is, we are here to rise above the emotional waters and the turbulent waters of life through our own dedication and commitment to our sacred path of service, which begins at home with our very own heart. And then the next card that we got is number 36, the third eye chakra. And it was funny that I was saying the throat. I felt it was the throat, and we've got the heart and the third eye above, which would lead me to still feel that the throat is really wanting to expand. And yet we're being called to calm ourselves and center ourselves in our heart space and allow our imagination to run wild, is what I just heard, because we're wrapping up a cycle. 36 comes to a 9. We are wrapping up a cycle, and we are leveling up via the pathway of filling our own cup. We level up so that we can overflow. So doing whatever you need to do at this time to support your ability to flow would be great, don't you know? And if you don't know, now you do. And there is a strong energy of the 2 around as well. And this is the energy of the high priestess, the medicine woman, the intuition, aligned with the higher timeline beyond the human HUE, man, mind. And Archangel Michael never disappoints. He brings us the liberation card, which is the number 12. It's the enlightenment card. Liberation is the word on the card. We are liberated by the walk with our own heart. And our heart, the seed that we came to be, is the seed of charity that begins at home. It was 844 there. And it's the walk so that we may be of service in the most productive, profound, and abundant way, honoring that we are each a delightful channel of light. And it's along our spine, and that we came to move beyond the mind. And this I'm hearing limited timeline. It was asked, for most of the other readings, there were multiple Archangel Michael cards, but he said you got the cream of the crop, number 12, enlightenment. And we're being encouraged forward, and we're being encouraged to go deeper within, embraced in this energy of unconditional love, the divine mother, the sister, the lover, all of it. Everything that is the divine feminine essence. Archangel or the angel of soul love, and the angel of abundance at 10:01. This is it. Keep to the path your heart has chosen. There's going to be a lot externally that wants your attention. There's going to be a lot externally that wants you to be afraid, that wants you to be angry. I would encourage at this time, uh, there is a rise or a call to rise in sacred righteousness. And so this, as we rise into and restore righteousness on this planetary realm, there may be feelings. We're shifting, we're moving beyond the 3 and 4D into the 5th dimension and beyond, the beginning, the fringes of the heaven on earth experience. And we are going to be abundantly rewarded for staying true to our heart. And the rewards are really going to be visible in the material realm. They're already visible. They're going to become much more clear by the time we reach the new year in the spring of 2025. A steady flow of abundance is about to manifest. And as I said, it's right here on our doorstep now. And by the time we get to the spring of 2025, the new year, we're not even going to hardly recognize our life. And that feels very exciting. Time to look at how you value yourself, issues of self-love. And that's really interesting. And this is what Scorpio season, the remainder of 2024 and the first quarter of 2025 is going to bring up. And this is why it feels really important to be sharing these messages at this time, just so you know that you're not alone. And the intensity is going to amp up, as it usually does when it comes time for the selection process, as well as, just as the old is losing its grip on the consciousness of the population, us, the humans, HUEMAN, they're kicking and screaming, right? Because they're done. They know they're done. And it's up to us to appreciate and value ourselves and know that we are worthy and deserving of all the good things that our heart desires. And there's nothing truly that we need to do to earn or deserve these things except stay true to ourselves. And so as a collective soul, we are wrapping up a cycle. And I saw this card today a number of times in the reading in various places, and never, I don't believe, right in the center. So this is where we are now. We're wrapping up a cycle. We're wrapping up a cycle of deep-seated emotional waters. We are learning to rise above, and we're honoring the depth of our emotions as they arise, as we transition off of the karmic wheel onto or into this spiral of grace, 1331. The divine feminine essence is really supporting this rise. The phoenix, she is rising and restoring righteousness, the righteousness of the light to this planetary realm. I love the spiral too. And it just speaks of the depths of who we are. And this really, this again, they're taking me back to the calcite, because this card, this first card out that we've got, really is deep emotional waters, right? Really deep emotional waters. And, the deeper you go in the water, the darker it gets. So I'm hearing least we forget, and yet we must progress. Via the energetic support of creation. This is about alignment in the here and now. This is definitely about restoring righteousness. And 3 is the unified trinity within the HUE, man experience. This is powerful. This is healing. We're in an incredibly, we're in the shift of the ages. The death of the old and the birth of the new. And the birth of the new takes place through me and you. We are the seeds that came here to as the transition team. We agreed that we would fulfill our role in restoring righteousness. And this is 23. This here on in the material, it's like the patriarchy that wants to think it's in control, and yet we are changing it. We are the shift. And this is a reminder, first of all, of the depth of us, the need for grounding and being grounded so that we may be of service in an elevated way, in an elevating way. Be mindful of the self-talk. That's what's going to trip us up time and time again, is the self-talk, the things that we say to ourselves when no one's listening. Our angels, our higher self, our cellular body is always listening. And so, and we were born to be a glistening, shining, radiating out the light of the Christ that is resurrected from the inside of the human, HUEMAN, experience. This is great. Because the energy supporting us going forward is the risen phoenix. She rises. She rises in this lifetime from the depth of her emotion. And this lands right beside that spiral. Same colors, except what do we see different in? And 4 here, the 40, is the angelic realms. And what's different when we're tapped in and tuned into all the support that's, readily available and accessible to all of us, we come online. Our soul shines. That's what we're here for at this time, the soul to shine. This is powerful. And I'm feeling, this is the phoenix rising, and yet I'm feeling this butterfly set for a flight of delight. Fox, yes. And it's funny you say that, because I have a friend, and every time they drive into their driveway, they're like, they say it's a wolf. I'm like, it's not a wolf. It's people that don't know their furry ones. I believe it's a fox. Or anyways, we had this whole conversation last night. They saying it was a wolf, me saying, no, it's a fox or a coyote. And now it's all black. It's a wolf. I mean, I would be surprised if we had wolves down this far. What do you think, Dawn? I'm not convinced. I'm feeling it. It's a fox. And the fox energy, again, is this divine feminine energy that has the ability to shape shift, as well as to shift and sift through the hands of time and the human, HUE, man mind. So, pay attention to what's coming up in Scorpio season. And our desired outcome, the expected outcome from all of this. And remember, we're talking about a 6-month, oh my gosh, this guide, we must all be getting, in this card, they're saying 3 cards as the expected outcome. So there we go. I pulled the 3. This card though, yeah, that's what I'm saying too. A coy dog with a dark shepherd. Yeah. It's roaming free. So, it's funny. So this, I feel like we're all being like, as we go deeper into our experience and as we show up for ourselves in really supportive ways, and this expansion is taking place in the third eye and the heart, and of course the throat. This is the native guide, or the red native guide, I believe it's called. And I can't tell you, I pulled this at least 3 times today for individual readings I was doing. And I believe it was one other reading where it landed in the same space as the outcome, the connection with a new guide, who's going to guide us through what I'm hearing is going to be a tumultuous time. Like, yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I know. As if 2024 hasn't been the ride of our lives. We're still in for it. Yes, lots of red, which speaks of the need to ground and, to call our support team down into our experience so that we can be this beacon of light in what are very dark times upon this planetary body. And yet we have the love and the support of our ancestors and this new guide. Red Native, I believe this card is called. I don't have the cards near me. What's really interesting, though, of course, is the number, which comes to a 7. So going forward, it's really going to be important for us to continue to pay close attention to the needs of our physical body, because as we elevate, as we are moving more into the light body, as we're able to hold more light through the grounding that we're very obviously doing, and through the process of death, right? The death of the old creates the space for the birth of the new. And the new is very exciting and very abundant, and it's liberating. We've already been told all of this, and it's all about connection, our interconnectedness with one another, and our imagination and our ability to tap in and tune into this on a daily basis, so that we're feeling inspired. And maybe that inspiration is only to care for ourselves. And yet I can assure you, it's almost a guarantee that the more that you're honoring your heart space, the more light-filled life becomes, and to get all the things done becomes easy. Like I can't believe how much I have accomplished in the last few days. And again, this feels to me like Piscean energy. So we're moving out of the Piscean age. We've cut the head off of the snake, is what I've heard. And we're moving into this jubilant time of celebration as we wrap up this old cycle and begin this prosperous new cycle, this, couple thousand-year cycle of prosperity and abundance, the experience of heaven on earth for all the children of light. And we as humans, HUE, don't get to decide. And honestly, my feeling, my inner knowing is that those of us who believe we are the chosen ones are the chosen ones. There's no specific group of people on no mass of land that are more chosen than you and I. And you can put that in your peace pipe and smoke it, because that is the truth for all of us. And so this feels like huge breakthroughs, breaking free from the depth of our being. Our North Star has always been shining inside of our heart, and it is the purity of our heart that guides us forward, that takes us forward as we fulfill and as we confidently step upon our path of service, our sacred mission in this lifetime. We're doing it. We are the gateway. We are the gateway of abundance. So let's just see what our higher self, that one, wants to say. That one, seek within the hermit, the hermit's journey, the soul journey. Take the lead. 3, creating the life of your dreams, work in your magic, work in your, work. I'm just hearing work it, don't twerk it, work it. And strengthening bonds of faith. The mustard seed is what I heard as we embark upon this abundant new beginning. We are being called to take the lead, trust our heart more. And yes, those who are here and feel that your calling is of a spiritual nature, it's also very, those with a calling of a high spiritual vibration, it's also a very solitary walk. And you may feel alone at times. And the biggest message that wants to come through is you're never alone. And I know you know that. That sounds so, oh yeah, Lisa, tell us something we didn't know. Sometimes we need to be reminded. And it feels like the angelic realm, and there's currently 4 live viewers, which is my number for the angels, 4. The angelic realm really wants to be walking hand in hand with us at this time. And it feels like there's been many souls who have forgotten really the basics, that that we work with the angels. Many who connect here are earth angels who came to reawaken your unique gifts and to bring your medicine, whether it's the spoken word, uh, whether it's the written word, whatever form your craft, your gifts take, only you can unlock them. And I love that some of the last 2 cards, as well as the Angel of Abundance, is like the solitary walk with our very own heart. And this is what creates all the interconnection with others. This is what creates, this magical new realm that we are. Remember, we kept getting the innovation card. Innovation is divine creation. So at this time, forget about what's on your mind, what's in your heart. And I'm hearing, like, I don't know what you're waiting for. And this is like the fresh start. And so as we move through the next 6 months or so, the last half of the true year that we're in, the true cycle we're in, we may come back to this many times, because Scorpio season is a big season where we are being strongly encouraged to get out of our mind, get into our heart, allow ourselves to just play in creation, play with our imagination, because this is the abundant path of service. This is the path of liberation and enlightenment. And each and every one of you connecting with this is a master incarnate, here to reawaken the majesty of the Christic light, the majesty of divine birthright. And we can't just say it, we must believe it and embody it. And we're not alone. There's so many of us that are in the thick of it at this time. And for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, it feels like this is a time of, going more deeply inside, getting outside and enjoying it while we're having this beautiful Indian summer. And I'm not going to call it Indigenous summer. It's an Indian summer. And it's beautiful. Although there was heavy spraying in my area today, a lot of X's in the sky. I wonder what kind of clouds those are. I did ask a few people if they knew. And so it feels like Scorpio season and into Sagittarius and through Capricorn and Aquarius season, it's going to be this journey of inner refinement of our craft, of our gifts, and working our magic in our life. It's like we each have a magic wand, abracadabra. What would you like to see and create in your reality? And once you've got that figured out, or even if you don't, how are you going to do it? Because ultimately the goal is more joy and living our purpose, moving into, this experience of truly heaven on earth. We're each here to create. We are each here as a seed of heaven on earth. And from that seed, prosperity grows. So trust the truth that you know, and listen to the voice that speaks from about this space, not the ones that speak up here. Oh my gosh. So I think that's it, everyone. Dawn, thank you for being here and engaging. I'm not sure if you're still here. To the 4 viewers, I'm not sure who you are. I do love your energy, though, and I thank you so much for being here. And I will be connecting. We will be connecting again tomorrow live at some time. I'm not sure when. Yay! 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 Mm, mm. Before I go, I want everyone in the night sky. What direction is that? In the northwest sky, last night I saw it was in the constellation of Draco, and it felt, although what I saw there, I'm pretty sure, I don't want to say believe. I feel like I saw a light ship. And so I put the sky guide up to it, and it was like a double-decker star, and it looked blue like Sirius, but it's not Sirius. And it was in the constellation of Draco. Let me see if I got my phone here, and I'm going to open that up. Check it out. Like, wherever you are, look in that direction. Let me see if I can. It was later than this. Where's my sky guide at? There's some reason that they're. Okay, so there's Draco's still below, just coming up above the horizon. Oh no, there it is. There it is. So it's in the northwestern sky. Got it. It's in the northwestern sky. And over there we have Drago, the constellation, which is like a snake. And in that constellation, we have Elenin and Drago. No, Elenin and Drago. So anyways, look in that direction of the sky tonight, and we can report back and see if you all connect and see anything. But it was flashing and it was moving. It was moving. It wasn't staying. At first, I thought it was staying in a position. And at first, it looked like one star, and then it was like two merged. And it really felt like, because I was seeing it as blue, it was almost like Archangel Michael's Legion of Light. Really, and with it being in Drago, which is a snake, it really felt like the light was there to move beyond the deception, to almost guide us through the deception that is afoot, at play, and has been for eons of time. Remember, though, we are the ones who came to move beyond the restrictions of man-made timelines. We are the ley lines of creation, the floodgates of abundance, the seeds of heaven on earth. And I thank you all for doing your beautiful sacred work. So if you'd like to book a reading with me, or if you join the moon circles or anything like that, there's a link in the description box below to my website. It has been my honor and privilege and absolute delight to connect with you here tonight. It looks like we're going to be wrapping up with about 4 threes across the board. I see you. I feel you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.